Guys, we are getting reports that Simon Ekpa has been arrested in Finland. We are getting reports that Simon Ekpa has been arrested in Finland. Now, he is being accused of getting involved terrorism propaganda on social media, spreading the allegation, the reason why he's been arrested, allegation for spreading terrorist propaganda on social media. That is according to BBC reports, and that's what we're getting. Most people are tweeting about it. Everybody's alert. Everybody's alert, especially the Simon Ekpa followers. They're all alert. And the last time I did a broadcast on where is Simon Ekpa, somebody told me that he's trying to give space, give time, then he will now show up, and he'll become more popular. And I said, even though he's about giving space or not been around for a while, at least he should tweet and let some people know where he is. But now it has been confirmed that Simon Ekpa has been arrested. Now, there are questions people are asking. What are the questions that Nigerians are asking? Would they extradite Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria? From the Nigerian side, would Finland extradite Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria? We don't know yet. We don't have that information yet. But looking at the way Nigerian justice system is, looking at the way they handle their courts, allegations, looking at human rights violations, I don't think that Finland will stoop so low to extradite Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria. Nigeria authorities may make an attempt to get Simon Ekpa extradited, but I don't think that Finland would accept such requests from the Nigerian authorities. The DOS are very happy. DOS. You know, IPOB seems to have two splinter groups. We have the DOS and that of Simon Ekpa. So the DOS are very happy and they are rejoicing over the arrest. I will not say alleged. He has been arrested in Finland by the Finland police. Remember, in 2021, he was also arrested for the same purpose, and they released him. He left the hook, but now I don't know whether they are going to release him. That is Simon Ekpa. What a sad day for those that are looking for Biafra by all means. What a sad day. What a sad day. People like us, we are looking at the system change. Let the system change. I said it the last time, even if it is devil or an angel, we are so desperate. Like Nigerians are desperate for Nigeria to work, and the northerners, some other elements in the south, are desperate for Tinubu to leave office. That is how some of us are desperate for Biafra or the system change. I've said it over and over again: resource control, regionalism, and what have you. So it's going to be bad news for supporters of Simon Ekpa. Many Igbos are rising up and saying that yes, we are supporting this move by the Finland government, because Simon Ekpa has been accused of being the mastermind of insecurity in the southeast. Simon Ekpa has been accused of being the mastermind, I repeat, of insecurity in the southeast. Although many people believe that he's fighting a just cause because of the atrocities of the Nigerian security officials during Buhari, when they can get into southeast and arrest and kill and maim and nothing happens. So it pushed the IPOB to the wall to become a resistance, to start a resistance, starting with Nnamdi Kanu and then Simon Ekpa. Will this undermine the Biafra agitation? No, it doesn't undermine anything. If Simon Ekpa is arrested, like I said, we had Ojukwu, but after Ojukwu left, we saw Uwazurike. After Uwazurike left, we saw a mass Nnamdi Kanu, then Simon Ekpa. So if some people are rejoicing that Simon Ekpa has been arrested, I'm not worried that he's arrested. I'm much more concerned about those that are instrumental to the insecurity in the southeast. Many people believe, there's the belief that APC is sponsoring Simon Ekpa. So let's put that, let's confirm that with this arrest. So if Simon Ekpa, according to people that believe that APC is sponsoring Simon Ekpa, if Simon Ekpa is arrested in Finland, and probably he doesn't have that command and control over his boys, let's see if the southeastern Nigeria, the southeast Biafra land, will be peaceful for once, especially when the allegations are being made that it is the government that is sponsoring Simon Ekpa, me, I believe that it is the politicians that have a hand in whatever that is happening in the Southeast. I believe it. Abia State Governor Alex Otu said the same thing, that opposition politicians are the ones fomenting trouble in the Southeast. Now that Simon Ekpa is out of the way, let's see whether this crisis will still keep on going on. Let's see whether the killings will keep going on. Now, a Nigerian lawyer says Simon Ekpa has been arrested in Finland on suspicion of terrorism. He should give account of his actions. Now, under this tweet, many Southeasterners are saying that although they don't support Finland extraditing Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria, that he should be locked up in Finland and never come back because he is becoming a menace in the Southeast. Some of Simon Ekpa's followers and supporters, nobody is saying anything now. They are trying to understand the situation. It's become a shock to many of them. It's become a big shock because so many people believed and hoped that Simon Ekpa is going to bring Biafra to Southeasterners. Most of us are hopeful, but I'm looking forward to a system change. Most of us are hopeful. See, it gets to a point whereby anything will happen, make it happen. Anything will happen. Anything that wants to happen, let it happen. Like Obi is being told to merge with Atiku to remove Tinubu. The desperation of Nigerians, they are asking these people, come together and give this APC a run for their money. Because if you don't come together, you cannot remove Tinubu. And Obi with obedience, joining PDP and Atiku, you see, it is going to be a very difficult thing. There is going to be a compromise. So, Simon Ekpa bringing in Biafra, to some people it is a compromise that at all, whatever cost, let us have Biafra. Ramsey B says on Twitter, says, better late than never. He has caused a lot of havoc in the Southeast, and I hope they deem it fit to extradite him to answer to his crime. You see, it will be difficult to extradite. That I can stand on. It will be difficult for Finland to extradite Simon Ekpa. If Nnamdi Kanu were to be arrested in the UK justice system cannot be compared like the Nigerian justice system. That is why Nigeria did a lot of things to just bring him from Kenya by hook or by crook. Anyhow, they did a lot of things to just bring him. If he had gone through the court processes, he may have made a point. When you look at the atrocities on the people, on his people, when you look at, okay, you are being accused of having a hand in the suspicion of terrorism or spreading propaganda, terrorism propaganda, then he goes to the court to defend himself and is able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the Nigerian government is committing atrocities on his people. He might have a fair game. But if you bring Simon Ekpa to Nigeria, don't expect anything, any justice. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. They have gone to the court. They have done also allegation, count charge, amendment. They amend this one, they add this one, they plus this one. At the end of the day, the judge got tired. She recused herself and she came back again. The justice system is so weak that you cannot give justice to this alleged terrorism case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking, take me back to where I committed these crimes, in quote. Then let me face the court there, because Nnamdi Kanu is very sure that if he presents his case, he's going to win. So it will be difficult for Simon Ekpa to be brought into Nigeria because there will be instances of like the rights, my rights cannot be protected in Nigeria. I remember the word used to address Nigeria is a zoo. So they will say, that zoo country, my rights cannot be protected. Let me be tried in Finland. And if he's tried in Finland, I think he might be left off the hook. It is just social media propaganda, allegation of terrorism. And I don't know what the laws of Finland, how they deal with it. But although I know that they monitor what he's been doing and they follow up. Whether it is the Nigerian government that has lobbied or whatever. However, I don't know what got him into that mess. But it will be difficult for Finland to extradite Finland, these Scandinavian countries. It would be difficult for them to extradite him back to Nigeria. Let's come back to Nigeria. Nigerians are divided. The Southeasterners are divided. Some people support Simon Ekpa. Some support Nnamdi Kanu. Some do not support either of them. Some support Nigeria, then a better Nigeria, but an option of Biafra, which is Nnamdi Kanu. Those that are supporting Nnamdi Kanu, the DOS, they are happy. Those that are against Simon Ekpa, they are very, very much happy that this guy has been arrested. Very much happy. We have the convention on the 29th. I don't know what's going to happen during the convention. I don't know whether the people that are prepared to attend that convention will continue without a Simon Ekpa. I don't know, because this autopilot is a thing. If you are running an autopilot, I don't know how we are going to organize the convention. Those that have booked their ticket, 29th is just by the corner. And Ifeanyi will be buried this 2nd of December, declaring Biafra and all of you. So I don't know what is going to be happening in the camp of Simon Ekpa at this moment. But the DOS are happy. They are glad. They have accused Simon Ekpa's IPOB of the atrocities being used by the government, being used by Hope Uzodinma and Co. and APC, of perpetrating the crimes. The enforcement of sit at home, the killing of police officers have been attributed to Simon Ekpa. You see, Ejiofor on his Twitter was very happy, was joyous. Former counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, Barrister Ejiofor, he was joyful because of the division in that IPOB. The hatred on Simon Ekpa is large. I said it in my last broadcast that Simon Ekpa will not walk free in the Southeast because he has enemies, people that are willing to bring him down. There are only two people that cannot walk free in the Southeast: Hope Uzodinma and Simon Ekpa. Yes, I know what I'm saying. I spoke to some Igbo people, some people in the Southeast. I spoke to them, and they are confirming this. There are other people, two people that can walk free without security, whatever, in the Southeast: Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Peter Obi. These two people. That the Igbos, whether they are obedient, whether they are Biafrans, whoever they are, they hold in high esteem. But Simon Ekpa, who is playing the devil's advocate, who is playing a dangerous wing. The wing Simon Ekpa is playing for Biafra is a dangerous wing, is a suicidal wing. Every killing that happens in Biafra land, he says, my hand is there, I have a hand in it. Well, if I'm going to fight an agitation, I might not take that method. I will not take that method. I said that most times these people make mistakes, and these mistakes will cost them a lot. But that does not stop the agitation. The obedient are saying, obedient Igbos are saying, thank God that this guy has been arrested. At least there will be peace in Igbo land. There will be peace. But they don't know that the politicians know what they are doing. The politicians are the engineers of insecurity in the Southeast, whether you like it or not. If Simon Ekpa is being used as a tool, some politicians are accomplices. So your focus should not really be on Simon Ekpa. It should be on those that are sponsoring the crisis. Man, Southeast wasn't like this before until the government came in and brought all their bad luck, and we started having all this crisis in the Southeast. Look at Boko Haram in the North. You see how the leaders are instrumental. Some leaders, hidden leaders. The CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, came the other day that some people are sponsoring Boko Haram. Mention their names, you can't mention their names. Of course, they are politicians. So nothing can happen in any state without the hand of the government. Whether the politician is acting on behalf of a party, or on behalf of the presidency, or on behalf of the cabals, or on behalf of any interest. They are politicians. They are politicians. You always blame politicians for any insecurity in any state. Since Hope Uzodinma got into power, and Ihedioa and other people had clashes with him, they all went under. So this also confirms what Alex Otti has said, that opposition politicians are working with some non-state actors to cause insecurity in Biafra land. Now, for the other people, the Yorubas and everything, there are sentiments that this guy needs to be extradited and also tried with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they must face the wrath of the law, that they have committed crimes against humanity. The Northerners are keeping quiet. They're not saying anything about whatever that is happening. Although BBC broke the news, BBC Hausa broke the news about Simon Ekpa's extradition. You remember, he was arrested the first time, released. Who knows if his arrest now, he will be his arrest now will lead to another release, a second release. The most concerning thing here is that, is Simon Ekpa faking his arrest? Because there are a lot of things that could happen in Nigeria. With all these things, a lot of things that could happen. We will do much more research. Is Simon Ekpa faking his arrest, or he has been truly arrested? He's said to be a politician in Finland, and somebody said that Finland should have acted a long time ago, condoning what Simon Ekpa had been doing for a very long time. They should have acted, but because they don't regard Nigeria as a country, that is why they felt like, what's the need? That's an African country. They have history of human rights abuses and everything. What's the need? So they are saying, if it were a country that regarded Nigeria, they should have arrested Simon Ekpa. Are we not going to look at the atrocities that the Nigerian government is committing on its people, soldiers and what have you? No human rights, still capture everybody, is just Dundee. The economy is biting hard. The psychology of every Nigerian is being played on. So if you are worried about Simon Ekpa, my brother, there's an ultimate goal, which is Biafra. And there's many ways to achieving Biafra. Let me tell you, we have enough. We have what it takes to deliver a country that will benefit the Igbos. Don't worry about Simon Ekpa. He will be fine wherever he is. If you need to be worried is whether they are going to extradite him back to Nigeria. That's when you need to be worried. But that case, even Nigerian authorities know that Finland would not want to release Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. Nigeria is not rated now. Even African countries don't rate Nigeria. Look at how we are performing the G20 summit, the World Summit in Brazil. And look at how ECOWAS is rating Nigeria. So a country like Finland that almost fought the same war, that went through the same thing we went through in the hands of Russia. They understand what it is to agitate and whatever. So whatever is being arrested of, we'll get to know the updates sooner or later. But we will assure you that no arrest of anybody, no singular arrest of anybody will stop the Biafra agitation. It is an ideology. In one of the podcasts or one of the live programs, somebody said that if Simon Ekpa goes down today, hundreds of him will rise up. That is, this is not a lie. This is something that is factual. Look at the Boko Haram. You are killing Shekaru like 10 times. Much more deadlier, much more wicked, brutal than Shekaru is rising up day by day by the day. So are you not going to be concerned? If it's an ideology, Biafra ideology, this is Biafra everything, it can never go down. It can never go down. I don't think the Nigerian authorities would have a hand in Simon Ekpa's arrest. I don't think. Don't stress yourself that much. Don't stress yourself that much. I believe that something is happening that we don't understand. And as we dig deep and get our facts about this arrest, because BBC Hausa were the ones that brought out that news, as we dig deep and get our facts about this arrest, we are asking those that are perpetrating all these killings in the south, they should stop. Igbos are come to come back home and invest and divest and develop their land. They're ready to come back home and commonly come back and build capacity. Yes, Igbos are coming back to build capacity. Those that are tired of staying in another man's land, or you don't like the way they are treating you, you have to find ways of relocating. You're an Igbo man, you can move mountains wherever you are. Why is it that your land is there and you are not doing anything? You can move mountains. There's nothing you cannot do wherever you are. If you leave Lagos or other places to your southeast, you cannot die now. Other countries are there that is habitable for you. You can go to other countries and make and come back home and invest and divest. There are so many things you can do. If somebody tells you that you cannot do so many things in the southeast, it's a lie. Just Port Harcourt Road that Alex Oti is that road that he's constructing has brought so many investment into the southeast. Many people are thinking of renovating and going back to their place. So if we can do roads, infrastructures, there is electricity, we have independent power plants and everything, you see many people will go back to the southeast. And when we have population brings development and IGR. Where there's enough people, then there's enough market and demand. Then we can start asking for infrastructure or building infrastructures ourselves, the bigger ones. Most Igbos are staying out of the southeast. Igbos out of the southeast are more than Igbos in the southeast. Moreover, for those that think that Simon Ekpa is gone, these guys are playing games. There's a lot of games that are being played. Don't just be so happy yet. Whoever that is happy or sad, there is a game that is being played. Let's watch. Let's sit down and watch how they are playing their drama. At the end of the day, the goal is to liberate an Igbo man and the southeast